Welcome back, everybody, to AuctionCast. So just to remind everybody, we had our land sale earlier today. There we sold tracks 1 through 6 there, and so sold for tracks 1 through 5, or 1 and 5 sold for $13,700. Track 6 sold for $13,300. Track 2 sold for $11,800, and then track 4 sold for $11,600, and then track 3 $11,700. So phenomenal sale that we had here earlier today. We have tracks 7 and 8 that are left here now today. And I'm going to talk to our auction manager, Brian Haugen, here. So you've got some more information about these. So these are obviously some acreages. We sold the land earlier, so now we're selling some houses, some buildings, and all that type of stuff here. So why don't you tell the crowd and the audience here a little bit more about those?
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. It's good to be back. Talked to many of you on the phone. It was a fun first round. We did this kind of on purpose this way, right? Now, any of you land buyers that would like to keep these acreages together, you sure can. We have other folks that are interested in the acreages. Obviously, rural acreages, as we all know in the real estate industry, have just been on fire.
Yes, they have. Yep,
right?
They absolutely have.
After I'm done here with my interview, our acreage expert, Jennifer Bush, is coming in, and she's going to talk a little bit about that market, how crazy it just has been. But to dive into it, we are going to sell the 2 farm acreages, right? Track 7 and tract 8, okay? But we're going to do them individually. They're not going to be choice, okay? Just so everyone understands. We're going to start with track 7, okay, and we're going to sell that. Now, track 7, if you're following along, take a look at your booklet. We have a lot of information on this tract, this farmstead. This is the home farm, and it's going to be about 15 plus or minus deeded acres. We have to do a survey on this particular tract if the owner of the tract 3, the land around it, does not buy it. So if we have a different owner, we will survey it. We're going to do that post-auction. We'll get that done, and it'll be the acres could adjust a little bit, but we are selling this by the total dollar, okay? So we have bidding going on online. Thank you for that. We have some floor bidding also that started to take place. We're going to get to the live portion here in a minute, but I just wanted to highlight this home site. We have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath renovated home. Very, very nice shape. I've been in the home, and we have numerous pictures online. Please take a look. We have double stall car garage on that, main floor laundry. There is a new bathroom, new remodel in there. That home is very, very nice. Steel roof on it, so that's a good thing.
You don't have to worry about the roof for a while, at least.
Right. Now, let's keep moving on, because 15 acres is pretty sizable, okay? On there is a office building. Very, very, very nice office building where Ricky Farms Inc. conducted their daily business. It's a large office. There's also if you look at the pictures, there was a separate kind of working area in there where they did some clay work. You could use that for whatever you want. It's beautiful. It's heated, concrete. It's totally finished off on the inside. And then there's also part of that building that has another double car garage in it as well. So we got not only the house garage, we have that garage. And then, so that is a very, very nice building, newer building, post-frame construction, steel siding, steel roof, and so that's a very, very nice building. So we're moving on. We have a heated shop on that building. Craig will get into that a little bit later on some of those replacement costs on some of this stuff. We have a large machine shed, and where I really want to get to on this is the grain storage, everyone. 96,000 plus or minus bushels of storage. Now that's big. We want to let you know, the buyer of this tract, we will give early possession of that grain facility. Now I'm told this morning that it's cleaned out, swept out, ready for you to use, ready for harvest. Some of you may even have started and you need that grain storage, because I've looked at some of those crops out there and it sounds like pretty strong yields.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
You know, Craig, I know you're going to get into the replacement cost of that. You about made me fall on the floor when you told me some of those numbers. I just couldn't believe it.
Well, good. We'll try and keep you in your chair later today.
So if you're looking to add grain storage to your operation, here you go. Turnkey, ready to go. And you will be able to get early possession and use this grain facility right away, tomorrow afternoon once the purchase agreement's signed today. So that being said, there is new wet storage that has just recently been added, approximately 13,000 bushels, okay? This system was set up with an air system, the Christensen air delivery system to the bins. That has throughput of approximately 7 to 1,200 bushels per hour, depending on where we're going. Now, I want to slow this way down and talk about the Christensen air delivery system along with the corn dryer. They will be auctioned off on Saturday the 23rd as separate items. They are not included in the sale today. To say again, the Christensen air delivery system and the grain dryer will not be part of the sale here today for all of those of you watching online and you folks out on the floor. So you'll have your chance to buy them on the sale if you want to keep them there, or if you simply want to use it for grain storage, pull the auger up. They even have a couple of them for sale on the auction on Saturday. You can fill the grain bins up and use it as just dry storage if you want. So hopefully I'm clear on that, everyone. If you got any questions, please give me a call. The number's on the screen. I'll be done here in a minute and we can talk about that. So moving on, the rest of the bin equipment, the power sweeps, the unload augers, everything that goes with the rest of the grain site stays with the grain bins, okay? There's single phase electric on this property. All properties actually are single phase, so I want to throw that in so you know if you're buying multiple. There is a lease from a high-speed fiber company on the tower. They own the tower, and it's on one of the harvester silos, okay? So if you look online, you can see that lease. Those of you that are here, that lease is over on the table. That lease gives you access to the highest speed fiber internet that they have available on that farm, and you get that for free for allowing them to place that tower on there. But that lease does run through. They have a right to keep it there, and it will go with that home site. So just so we're clear on that. Now, I'll let Jen talk about it after a bit when she comes on. The Ricky Farms Inc. has decided, and we concurred, that it was an excellent idea to have these homes pre-inspected for you. That's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've sold a lot of real estate, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely want to know, especially, there might even be some of the, some people are bidding from, online, way out of town, they want to know this type of stuff here ahead of time for sure. It's going to give you confidence to go ahead and purchase, which is obviously some great acres.
Right. So I reviewed the inspection. Jen will talk about it a little bit more. For all of you following along online, just go to the web, click on the inspection. It's many, many, many pages, a lot of information there. But the gist of that inspection report is that everything checked out. It's in great shape. I do want to disclose on the septic systems. We believe today they are non-compliant, okay?
Yeah.
The septic systems are non-compliant. We are selling the sites as is, where is, and it will be the buyer's responsibility to bring the septic systems up to date. So, to be clear, the septic system is non-compliant.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Any more information that I can share on that, please call me after my interview here and we can talk about it. Taxes are estimated on that just because of the split. If the buyer, again, that bought the farmland, the 85 acres around this, is the new owner of this parcel, we will not survey it and we will not split it, and the taxes will be as published. So, and if they are different, we need to split it. And possession of this will be at closing. Jake has told me that they will be ready at closing for the new owner to move in. So it'll be ready to go. And again, we'll give early possession for the grain facility. So I want to move on to Tract 8. Now, Tract 8 is the other home site. It's 8 deeded acres, plus or minus. Again, same story. We will have to survey this out. If you look and you're following along online, you can see that map there. That's an intended boundary, okay? This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, very, very beautiful turn-of-the-century farmhouse. If you were looking for that eclectic farm home that has been renovated and remodeled, beautiful hardwood, this is the acreage. I get calls all the time, Tyler, as I'm sure you do.
Yep.
hey, we're looking for an old farmhouse that's restored and in excellent shape, this is it, okay? There's an office, beautiful front porch with a view, nice patio to sit out there on your porch swing. It does have a handicapped access ramp, large backyard, a number of outbuildings. We have a machine shed and a pole shed for all your storage needs. Again, this home has been pre-inspected. Estimated real estate taxes are $1,448. Now we got to talk just a little bit about the well and the generator that are on that home. That well serves tract 10, the 3,000 head finishing barn. Okay, so we will enter, if there's a separate buyer, we will enter into a shared well agreement, okay? And that shared well agreement, there's flow meters on each of the parcels, so the hog barn and the house, and the maintenance for annual maintenance costs and electricity will be split per usage. Obviously, the parcel that has the hog barn is going to use much more water, so that'll be separated annually, and we'll have a very clean shared well agreement. With that, we will also have an easement for that water line that runs across the tillable portion, right?
Yep.
So if the same owner that bought that tillable, so I know you're paying attention because I see that you're online. If you buy that and you buy this home and you buy the hog barn and you own all three, now none of this needs to be talked about because it's all together.
Yep.
But if it is separate, we'll take care of the easement for the water pipe. We'll take care of the shared well agreement, and then you'll also share the generator, because the generator on that tract, on this tract 8, the 8 acres, only is in place to back up for the well. It's not a generator on the 3,000 head
Makes
facility.
Yep.
The 3,000 head tract 10 has its own generator to run the facility. Now the backup generator that comes with this, very, very nice backup generator, will run the well in the case if we lose power, and also will back up the home too. So completely covered, and you will also, that'll be in the shared well agreement, that those maintenance, electricity, any costs on that are shared according to usage. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I know it was a lot to talk about.
A lot of information there, but you know what? These are some great acreages. A lot of stuff going on with these acreages, obviously.
Yes, there is, and there's a lot of moving parts here. There's folks that may want to buy different ones, keep the farmsteads together. We are going to sell them to the highest bidder today, and they're going to be sold by the total dollar amount, and then we will survey them off if they need be. Is there anything that you guys can think of?
I think you covered a good majority of the stuff there, so yeah. I think we're pretty good right now.
All right. Well, we are going to start with track 7, right, Tyler?
Yeah, we're going to start with track 7 here. We got Sonny Jensen that's going to be our auctioneer here for today. So he's for track 7, that is. So, yeah. So just so you guys know, we currently have a bid on the floor here of $360,000 here. So, like I said, we have Sonny Jensen getting ready to auction off track 7. So if you're looking to buy an acreage, this is it. And Sonny Jensen is going to get you started here at this auction right now.
Thank you, Tyler. So on track 7, here we go. Here we got 360 on the floor. Got to be 370. And now 360. Down 70. Down 160. 70. And now 60. Down 170. 370. There's going to be a new owner today at 360. 70. At 360 on the floor. Got to be 70 online. At 360. Down 170. Down 360. 370. And now 70. Down $370,000 down there. Done 70. And now 360. Got to be 70. And now 360. Got to be 70. And now 360. Down 70. Down 60. Now 70, and now 360, got to be 70, and now 360, 70, down at 60, 70, and now 360, got to be 70, and now 360, 70, down on a new owner at 360, down at 70, down at 360,000, got to be 70, yep, here, down at 60, 70, now I got you in, sir, at 360, got to be 70, at 360, 70, online, click it, and now 360, down at 70,000, down at 60, 70, hit 3, down at 60, down at 70,000, down at 360, 70, at 360, down 70, down down at number 360, 370, and out 360,000 out of number 70. Yep, here down at number 370,000. At 3 down at number 70,000 out of number 70, and out 370 down at number 360, 70, and out 360, got to be 70, and out 360, 70 wanted at 360, 70,000 out of number 360, 70,000 at 360 down at number 70, at 360, 70, at 360, 70. We got it on the floor. You got to be 370 online at 3 down at number 70. Give here down at number 370,000 out of number 370, and out 360, 70 at 360 down at number 70 at 360, 70 down at number 360,000 out of number 70 at 360, 370. Give here down at number 360,000 out of number 70 at 370,000 at 3 down at number 70,000 out of 70, and now 370. You want it at 370? Just do it at 360,000 out of number 70. Now 370. Give here down at number 370,000 out of number 70 at 360 down at number 70 at 360, 70,000 at 360. Now 70,000 out of number 360. Now 70. Give here down at number 360. You got to be 70 at 360, 70,000. I'm at number 360,000 out of number 70,000. I'm going to take a little recess. We're at 360,000 right now, asking for 370. But Tyler, take it away.
Thank you very much there, Sonny. So, like I said, we're still at 360,000 from the floor here. So, I'm going to bring my colleague Craig Borchard in here. So, Craig, you've got some information specifically about Track 7 here. So, let's talk about that a little bit.
Sure, Tyler. So what I kind of did is went through and kind of came up with some conservative estimates for replacement cost for kind of, I think, the three major improvements: the grain bin, the residence, and the kind of the office. So for the grain bins, you know, it's 96,000 bushels. So if we do $2.50 a bushel for replacement cost, that's $240,000.
Oh, wow.
And for the house, you know, at $200 a square feet, that comes up to about $288,000 and change. You know, which is I think pretty conservative on that house. I think I think it would cost a little bit more than that to rebuild that house.
You know, I just looking at the thing, I think it would for sure go above that. Everything I've been seeing these days is much more above that. So that's very conservative on your part. And just like you said, I mean, with the grain bin there, I mean, that's a significant cost.
Significant cost.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
That's a big cost there.
And it's there right now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, I think, one of the really big benefits is that it's available for early possession. You know, and then they built this shop, an office in 2020, and you know, I'm estimating about $177,000 to replace that building today.
Yeah. So there's a lot of value here. Like right now we're at 360. There's so much more.
Yeah,
there's so much more value in this thing than
just those. You know, are about $705,000.
Oh, wow.
And there's a whole bunch of ancillary buildings around that you could put to use if you needed. And there's a number of barns and machine sheds, things like that. There's a whole other shop. You know, so there's quite a bit to work with there. I think it's anybody at this price would be doing very well.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much there, Craig. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to get right back to Sonny Jensen and getting this auction going. Welcome back to AuctionCast, everybody here. So we are currently at $360,000 on the floor here. We are selling Track 7 right now, and I'm going to turn this over to Sonny Jensen here and let him take this auction away.
Thank you, Tyler. 360,000. We're going to get right back into it. 370 and out 360. Got to be 70 and out 360. Down 70. Down at number 360,000. Now 70 at 360. Got to be 70 at 360. Down here. Down 70. Down at number 360. Online. You're off at 360. Got to be 70 at 360,000. Now 70,000 out of number 60. 70 at 360. 70,000 at 360. Now 70,000 out of number 70 and out 370. Down at number 70 at 360. 70. There's going to be a new owner again. Like I said before, there's going to be a new owner today at 360. Got to be 70. And out 360. 70,000 out of number 360. 70 at 360. Down out of number 70,000 out of number 60. 70 at 360. 70,000 at 360. 70. You've here down out of number 360,000 out of number 70,000 out of number 360. 70 at 360,000 out of number 70 at 360. 70,000 out of number 70. And now 60 down out of number 70,000 out of number 60. 70 at 360,000. Got to be 370 at 370. Bidder number 3, you're out at 3 down at number 360. 70,000 out of bid 360. 70 at 360,000 out of bid 70,000 out of bid 360. 70. You've here down at bid 360. 370 at 3 down at bid number 60. Down at bid 70 down at bid 70 and out 370 and out 370. Got to be 70 and out 370,000 out of bid number 370,000 out of down 60. 70 at 360,000 now 70 down 365. Got to be down 70 at 370 at 370. 370. You want to do it? At 370. You're out, sir. At 370. Got to be 70 370. At 370, got to be 65.70. Now 75. At 375, got to be 75 online. At 370 on the floor, got to be 75 online. At 3 down on a bit numbered at 75. Fine out of a bit on 375. At 3 down on a bit numbered at 75. Fine out on 375. At 3 down on a bit numbered 75. 375,000. 370, got to be 75. At 3 down on a bit numbered at 75. 5 online, you're off. At 375, got to be 5. At 375, now 80. 380. 380, now 85. At 385. At 385, got to be 385. At 3 down on a bit 85. Give here down on a bit 380 on the floor. Got to be 85 online. At 3 down on a bit 85. 5 not on 85. At 385, got to be 85. Give here down a bit on 385. At 3 down a bit 85. 5 on the floor with 380. Got to be 85. At 3 down a bit 85. 5 8 385. 385. At 3 down a bit 85. On a bit 300,000. 85. At 3 down on a bit 85. 5 down on 385. At 380. Got to be 85 online. Click it. At 385. 5 down on 85. Give here down on a bit on 385. At 3 down on a bit on 85. At 385. You want to own it, you better click it. And now 385. At 385. 5 down on 380. Now 85. 85 online. At 385. 5 down on 85. On a bit on 385. Give here down on a bit on 85. Down on 385. At 380,000. 85,000. At 3 down on 85 here. Down on 385. At 3 down on a bit on 85. 5 85 down on a bit on 85 here. At 85. Got to be 85. At 385,000. 85. 385. You want to do it? At 385. 380 on the floor. Got to be 85. At 3 down on a bit on 85. 5 down on a mirror down 385. At 3 down on 85. Down on a bit on a mirror down 385. At 385. 385. 385. 380. 85. At 3 down on 85 here. Down on a mirror 3 down on 85. 385. I am going to take a quick recess. We're at 380,000 on the floor. Online is off. We're asking for 385,000. But Tyler, take it away.
Thank you very much there, Sonny. So just like you said, we're currently at 380,000, asking 385. So I'm going to bring in Jen Bush here. So she's joined us today. So Jen has sold a ton of acreages, so she's got a ton of experience with this. So I wanted to bring her in and get some of her experience there. And so she was looking at, the inspection report on this here. So let's talk about that here. So some of these, these buyers that are bidding right now understand what they're going to be buying here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Tyler, for the nice introduction. I'm Jen Bush here with LandProz, one of the associate brokers. And I reviewed the inspection reports. And if all of you that are following along online want to look at the documents tab, feel free to bring that up to read along with us. But what I like to do is on an inspection, so what I love about this is that the sellers decided to get this. And what gives buyers the most confidence is the more information they know about the property, the more confident they feel to bid and buy that property. It gets them really excited because
they know what they're buying. They're
we eliminate the unknown.
Yeah, they're making sure they're not just buying a lemon, and we know they're not buying a lemon after this.
Exactly. And so the best thing to do, there's a lot of pages on these inspections, Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Go to page 2 on each of them. If you go to page 2, it summarizes everything just really quick in a snapshot. And I mean, like on track 7, for example, this is a great home. I absolutely love the fact that office is out there.
Yeah.
What a great building. I don't believe they did an inspection on that, but it's newer. It's still a great property for sure.
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, if you look at page 2 on track 7, there's really not a very long list. It's only one page.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And when I've sold other acreages, there's like 3 or 4 pages of stuff that is all on the summary list.
Yep.
And there's some just really simple things on here that any handyman could probably do if you even wanted to address them.
Sure.
I just want to say one thing, too, about inspections versus appraisals. This isn't an appraisal. That's a completely separate thing. It doesn't give anything about value. It just literally goes through the home, tells us what could be a safety hazard, if any. Inspections are not invasive. So it's just looked at from the outside, from what the inspector can see. They don't open any walls. They don't really, move a ton of stuff. But they do a thorough job, and they do point out the things that people should know about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to make sure that you don't have termites or anything like that, or or holes that you don't really know about.
Well, lucky for us up here in Minnesota, I know Iowa, they're big on termite inspections. We don't need those yet.
Oh my goodness! No,
so
you're lucky.
We're above
I'm
the frost line.
Yeah.
Not yet here. Sometimes we do. Sometimes I see carpenter ants, but we didn't have any pest inspections on this that I'm aware of. But again, great. Tracks 7 and 8 have these inspections. Like I said, they're only 1 page as a summary. You can dive right into the inspections if you feel free to.
Well, very good. Thank you very much there, Jen. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to get right back to this auction. Welcome back to AuctionCast, everybody here. So we had some changes here. Looks like we now have a bid of $390,000 there on the floor, and we're asking $395,000. I'm going to send this back to Sonny Jensen, and we're going to get this auction going again.
Thank you, Tyler. So we're at $390 on the floor. Got to be $395 online. If here, down at $395, $390, no 95. At $3, $95, $5, $395, $5 here. At $395, got to be $395 online. At $3, $95 here, down 95, $5, $395, $395. At $395, down at $395. At $3, down at $95, $5, $390, got to be $95. At $395 online, you are out. $395. At $3, $95, $390, no 95. At $395, $395, $5 here, down $395. $5 here. At $395, got to be $5. Down $395. At $3, $95, $5, $395. At $3, $90, $395. At $3, $95. If here, down at $395, $5, $395. At $395, $395. Down at $395, down at $5 here. At $395, we're going to put a 1 minute timer on the clock, and we're going to let her go. At $390 on the floor, got to be $95. At $395, $395, high, down at $395. At $3, down at $95. If here, down at $395, $395, got to be $95 here. At $395, you want it, you better do it. At $395, at $390, no 95. At $395, high, down at $395, $395, $395. If here, down $395. At $3, down at $95, high, down at $395, $395. At $395,000, down at $95. At $395. I tell you what, don't miss out on a farm that you could live the rest of your life on, or your kids could live the rest of their life on, or start a family on for $5,000. That's nothing. When you're going to live, if you live your whole life there, $5,000 is nothing. $395, give it to me. At $3, down at $95, $390, now $95. At $395, got to be $95. At $3, down at $95, $5, down at $395. At $3, down at $95, 30 seconds on the clock. $395. At $390, now $95. At $3, down at $95, $5, down $395, down at $395. Give here, down $395. At $3, down at $95, $5, down $395. Got to be $5. At $395, got to be $5 here. At $390, now $95. At $395. 95, 5, 20 seconds on it. At $390, now $95. At $395, 5, $395. At $395, going to be $95. At $3, down at $90, now $95. At $95, down at $395. $395. At $3, down at $95, 5, down at $395. Hammers high. At $3, down at $90, now $95. At $395, down at $395. At $395, 5, $395,000. Sold $390,000. Congratulations, sir. So track 7 is gone for $390 to a floor bidder. And we still have track 8 to go, but I'm going to hand it off to Tyler. So Tyler, take it away.
Thank you so much there, Sonny. So track 7 is gone, sold for $390,000 here. So we do have track 8 that is left. We're going to immediately get back to this one here right now. So stay tuned. If you're looking for a great small acreage, you're going to love this one that we have coming up. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to sell track 8 and come right back to this auction. Welcome back to AuctionCast, everybody here. So track 7 is gone. The acreage is gone there. $390,000 it sold for. We have track 8 that is left. And we have JJ Wise that is going to auction this off for us here now. I'm going to send it over to JJ and get it going.
All right, thank you, Tyler. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Track 8 is our next item we're selling. 8 acres now on this beautiful acreage. Where do you want to start? All right, where are you going to be? $100, $50, $150, $150,000, $800, $150,000 down here, $150,000, and $150,000 down here, $150,000. 3-bedroom, 3-bath home, $150,000 down here, $150,000, and $150,000 down here, $150, and $150,000 down here, $150,000, and $150. Now $150,000 and $150,000 down here, $150,000 and $150,000, $100,000 now $100,000 now $125 and $125,000 and $100 now $125. I'm $100,000 now $125 and $125,000 and $100 and $125,000 down here. I'm $100,000 now $125 and $125,000 bid order now $125 and $125 and $125,000 and $125. Now you buyers that are looking to buy these hog facilities later on this afternoon, this property down the driveway, one of the hog facilities is right on it. perfect opportunity to put a farm hand or a hired hand on it. Give me 125 and 125, 125,000 and 125, $125,000 bid and 100 on it and 125 and $125,000 bid on it down here and 125. I'm 100,000 now, $125,000 bid and 100 now, 125 and $125,000 bid on her and 125 and $125,000 bid on her down here. Get 125. I'm 100,000 now, $125,000. Big old deck on it, 4-square home with an attached garage. 125 and 125, 100 and 125. Here's your opportunity to live in the beautiful country right there in Renville County. 125,000, 100 now, 125 and 100 and 125,000, 100 on here and 100 down and down. Get $125,000. I'm 100,000 now, 125, $125,000 bid on her. I'm 100 now, 125 and 100 down now, $125,000 down here. 125,000 and 125,000, 100 here. Now bidders, come right along. 125,000 for this beautiful 8-acre property. 125. I'm 100,000 now. Give me 125 and $125,000 bid and 100 out of down 125 and 100 out of it down 125. 125,000. 120. Who give me 110,000 and $110,000 bid? I'm 100 now. 110 and 100 out of down 10 10 10. Get 110,000 and 100 out of down 110. $110,000 bid on it down here. I'm 100 now. 110 and 110,000 out of down here. Get 110. I think we're very undervalued here for what you're getting, ladies and gentlemen. 8 acres, 110,000, 100 now, 110 and 100 out of down 110. Outbuildings and all, 100 out of down 110, $110,000 down here, 110, $110,000 down here. Get 110. I'm going to take a little break and turn it back over. Tyler, you got something for us?
Thank you very much there, JJ. So just to reiterate here, so we just got a new bid here, $110,000 here. So asking 120. I'm going to talk to my colleague Jen here. So Jen, let's talk about here. I mean, you've got a ton of acreage experience. I know that, and so let's talk a little bit about, why this is particularly a good buy, especially at $110,000 right now.
Boy, I was just looking at this, and the first thing I want to say is the location. There's 2 lakes, not that far from this property.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people love to be able to go out and do some recreational while they're living right there. And the other nice thing about this tract 8, you're surrounded by a really nice field. You don't have any neighbors. And oftentimes when I'm working with buyers, that's the first thing they tell me. I want to get out of the city. I don't want neighbors anymore.
Yep.
I mean, right, Tyler?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's any more these days, especially once COVID happened. I mean, everybody started reaching, wanting to go out to the country. Everybody didn't want to be around everybody else here, and obviously it raised the value of what these acreages are, and people are getting out there realizing how much they love being in the country too.
They do, and this property offers a complete storage area for any kind of animals. I'm seeing a lot of families that want to raise goats these days, sheep. Chickens is a big deal too. And, right now where the bids are at, it's rare that I can even get that kind of price just on the land itself.
We know there's an undervalue here. And Craig, you've even got some just replacement numbers in some of this stuff here. What is that about?
Yeah, Tyler, looking at it the same way that we looked at the other house, at about a $200 per square foot replacement cost. I mean, we're talking about $351,000 on the residence, and we're not talking about any of the outbuildings or anything else.
And we actually have another bid here. It came in at $120,000 now, so they're a little shy of that right now.
Still quite a bit shy. It's a pretty nice house.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful home. You can see that just from the pictures alone. Well,
yeah, when you look at all the improvements, like you said, the driveway, the well, just the electricity running, I mean, all that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And just for somebody to build something, just the infrastructure itself, it's extremely expensive to put that in today. I think anytime you can buy existing, it is an extremely good idea.
Yeah.
I know people, want to build their dream house, but oftentimes it's just not a reality. And something like this, boy, I'd be hard pressed to pass up on it.
And we know these old farmhouses are always very well built. They say you don't build them like they used to.
No,
and it's a lot of, and it's that case a lot of times with these old houses and acreage that are out there as well.
Yeah, there's nothing more fun to look at these homes with that virgin timber. You don't get that in the store or even in the lumber yards anymore. And like you said, it is really well built, and these houses have been very well taken care of. I noticed a lot of the amenities in the homes were of higher quality too. So I know that the sellers have really taken good care of the property. So whoever buys this today, they are really getting a nice property.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for all the information there. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to get right back to this auction. Welcome back to AuctionCast, everybody here. So right now we are selling tract 8, and we are currently at $120,000, asking $130,000. I'm going to turn it over to our auctioneer, JJ Wise, and we're going to get this auction going again.
Thanks again, Tyler. We do appreciate it. Also, Craig and Jen for your input on this beautiful property. We have $120,000. We're asking for $130,000. Here's your opportunity to live and rule Renville County. 120. Give me 130 and $130,000. Now $130,000 down here. 130, 120 the bid. 130 and 120, 130. 100 out of it at 120. Get 130 and 120. Get 130. Dollar get 130. Real estate taxes at approximately $14.48. I have 130. Thank you, bidder. Now 140, 130, 140,000, and 130, $140,000 down here. 130, 140, and $140,000 bid on it down here. 130, give me 140, and 100 out of it down here. Get a 140, 140, 140, 130, 140, and 130, 140 on them. On $130, get a 140, all done. And 130, 140, get on in. 130, $140 bid. 130, 140, and 100 out of it down here. Get a 140, 140, 140, 130, 140. I'm 130,000. Give me 140,000, 130, 140, $140,000 down here. Get 140 and $140,000. How about 135? 135,000. I'm 130 now. 135 and 100 out of it down. 135, 10,003, 135. Thank you. Now 140 and 135, 140 and $140,000. Get about 135, 140, 135, $140,000 bid. 135. 140 on this acreage. 135, 140. Thank you. Now 45 and 140. Now 145. 140 now 145,000. 145,000. 140. 145. Now 150 and 145. 150. 150,000. Get 140. 50. Now 155 on 100 down here. Get a 155. I'm 150. Now 155,000. 150. 155,000. Get a lot in town to cost you that. Give me 155. 150. 155,000. 155 pound. Get 555,000. 150 now 155 and 100 get 55 and 155. I'm 150 now 155,000. Get where we should have started. 155,000. I'm 150 with 10,002, 10,003 bidder. You all registered early. Give me 155,000. 155 pound. Get 555 to bid. 155,000. 155. Get 555,000. 155,000. 155,000. 155,000. 155,000. Get 550 now. 155,000. 150. 155,000. Get 150 now. 155,000. What are we going to do? 155,000. I'm going to take one more break, give you all an opportunity to think about it. I'm going to turn it back over to the desk. Tyler, take it away.
Thank you very much there, JJ. So we did get a little bit of an uptick. We're at 150,000, asking 155,000 right now here. So, Jen, let's talk here, a little about the inspection. So obviously, we talked about on the last one here. Let's talk about here for tract 8 and kind of what you, when you analyze this, if there's anything that really sticks out to you at all.
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. So on tract 8, that inspection that they did on this, page 2, again, this is where we turn to, the summary page. Because, they're usually about 50, 60 pages,
oh, yeah.
and they get really in-depth. But I like to go straight to page 2. It gives me a really good idea. They called out a couple things. There's no GFCI protection in some of the areas. So typically in a kitchen, they want to make sure there's a GFCI around water.
Which those are super easy switches.
I've even switched it out myself, and I'm not mechanically
So it's that
inclined.
easy, folks, that Jen can do it now.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Vehicle door reverse status. So they check the garage door opener to see if it can go up and down and go in reverse. So it can go up and down. It's just at a greater height than 6 inches. They just want to make sure that that thing bounces back up before it gets too low to the ground. So like if you have a cat or something and it tries to sneak under while you're closing the door, that was something
they called out. If you live in the country, we've all
out.
had that happen. The dog or the cat, one of the two, yep.
I know, we don't want to squish our kitties.
No, you get in trouble for those.
Yeah, they only, and the last thing, the heater condition, every time I sell an acreage or a home or anything where somebody lives, I always make the recommendation, get your furnace inspected. Hey, it's that time of year, we're fall, you're going to start running your furnace. Folks, have a qualified HVAC inspector come and look at that furnace. Make sure that it's safe for your family and you. You know, make sure you have your CO detectors out there. There's nothing worse than not having a CO detector not working or your smoke detectors. Just safety, you know. It's just all these things that we forget to do unless you hear a sad story and it's too late. So, you know what? That was all that was really called out on this home. What a great property. I see our bids have come up a little bit since we last had a break.
Yeah, it looks like we had a bid come in at 155,000, so that's good. So maybe they're listening to you. Maybe the deal was that if you and switched out the GFCI outlets, that they're actually going to bid a little bit more, huh?
Maybe.
Well, thank you very much, folks. We're going to turn this auction back over to our auctioneer here. Once again, we're at 155,000. We're going to send it over here to JJ.
All right, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. Like Tyler said, we were at 150. We now have 155,000 that came in. Bidder number 10,002. Give me 160,000, keeping the lead. And $160,000. And 155 get 160. Now 100 get about to get 160 on them. And 100 get about 160. $160,000 bid. I'm 155. Give me 160. And 155 got to be $160,000. 155, 160. 155 got to be $160,000 down here. 155 got to be 160,000. 155 got to be 160,000. 155 got to be 160. 160,000. 155. 160,000. Got to get 160. 155 got to be $160,000. 155 got to be 160. And 100 got to get 160 on them. 155 got to be 160,000. You got to bid now. 160,000. 155. 160. Now 160,000. Got to get 160. 155. 160,000 down here on 155, $160,000 bid on down here. 155, 160. Now 160,000. Try it again. 160, 155, 160,000. 155 got to be 160. $160,000 got to be 155. 160. Outbuildings, 4-square home, has a deck, attached garage. Ground level, has the washer and the dryer. 155, 160. It's everything you're looking for in the country. 155, $160,000. 155 got to be 160. 155 got to be 160. 160,000. 155, 160. 155, 160,000. Got to get 150. Now 155 got to be 160. 155 got to be 100. Got to get $60,000. 155 got to be 160. 160. 160. 160,000, 155 got to be 60, 155 got to be 60. Ladies and now 157.5. Never thought of it. Now 160. 157.5. Now 160. 157.5. Got to be 160. Bid at your own price. 160,000. 157.5 got to be 160. 157.5 got to be 160,000. Got to get 160. 157.5 got to be 160. 157.5. We're way undervalued here, ladies and gentlemen. 160,000. 157.5 got to be 160,000. Down here. 160. 157.5 got to be 160. 157.5 got to be 160,000. 157.5 got to be 160. 157.5 got to be 60. Thank you. Now 160. 162. Now 162.5. Now 162.5. I'm 160. 162.5. $2,500 more is all. Then 160. Now 25. Now 165. And 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. That'll get about 165. 165,000. That'll get about 5. 165. 165. 165,000. That'll get about 5 now. 165. 162.5. Like Jen said, the owners have taken care of this property. If it needed fixed, it got fixed. Ladies and gentlemen, 162.5. Give me $165,000. 162.5. Got to be 165,000. 165. 165. 165,000. Get about 165. 165. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hold the bid on this acreage. I'm going to turn it back over to the desk. We do have a gentleman that is interested in the property, depending on the hog sites, so we might hold the bid, sell the hog sites, and come back to the acreage. Turn it over to you, Tyler.
Thank you very much, JJ. So just like JJ said, so we're going to hold the bid here for right now. and we are going to sell tracks 9 and 10 at 1 o'clock here today, and then we're going to continue with track 8 here after that. So if you're interested in track 8, hold tight. We're gonna sell once again tracks 9 and 10 here at 1 o'clock, and so hold up and wait for that one. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back at 1 o'clock, and we're gonna sell the 2 hawk confinements.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. I have 165,000 bid. Give me 167.5. On 165, get 167.5 and 167,500 on it here. And 165, got to be 167.5 and 167.5. We're not going to take any breaks. And 167,500, get to get 5. And 165, I'm 165. Give me 167,500 and 167,500, get to get 5. And 167.5. Thank you. Now 170,000 and 170,000. They're going to get 170 and $170,000 and 170 and 170,000. They're going to get 70 and 170,000. 167.5 bid 170,000 and 170,000. They're going to get 70 and 170,000 and 170,000. They're going to get 70 and 170,000. They're going to get 70 and 170,000. I'm 167.5. Get 170,000. Internet, you got to bid again. 170,000 and 170,000 bid. I'm 167.5. Now 170 and 170,000. 1035. You got to be 170,000. 175. 170 on this beautiful acreage. 170,000. 170,000. 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 2 stall attached garage. Has a beautiful deck on the front of it. You betcha. Here we go. 170,000. 170,000. I'm 167.5. Got to be 170. 170,000. They're going to get 70 and 170,000 and 170,000 and 170,000. They're going to get 70 internet and 170 and 170 and 100 going to get 70. $170,000 bid. 167.5. Be 170,000 and 170,000. They're going to get 160.75. Now 170. 170. 170. Let me go back through these features a little bit. 8+ deeded acres. 3 bedroom, 3 bath, main floor laundry, hardwood floors, office, front porch with a patio, double stall attached garage, a beautiful large deck, handicap accessible ramp. It also has a large backyard for the kids, machine shed, pole shed, and it was pre-inspected. We got to make a big note of that. Pre-inspection has been done on the house, as you can see that in your document tab. 170 money. Now 172.5 on 100. Going to get 172.5 and 172.5 and 172.5. Thank you. Now 175,000 on 172.5, 175 on $175,000 bid on 175 on 172.5. Got to be 175 on 175. $175,000 bid on this acreage. 175,000. 175 and 175,000. Going to get 5 on 175. Internet, come right along. 175,000. You wait, it shows weakness. Give me 175 on 175 and 175 on 175. 172.5. Give me $175,000 and 175 and 175. Get to get 500. Get to get 175. I'm 172.5. Now 175. Now 175. 100. Get to get 5. 172. 172.5 and 500. Get to get 500. Get to get 5. 175,000. 175,000. 100. Get to get 5 and 175,000. 100. Thank you. Now 177.5. 177.5. 175. Now 177.5 and 177.5. Now 180,000 and 180,000. Get to get 80. 180,000. 1035 bid 180. $180,000. Try it again. 180,000. I'm 177.5. Get $180,000 bid on her. And $180,000. Get to get 80. And 180,000. You're this close to being in the country. 180,000. Bid again. On 180,000 and 180,000. 177.5. $180,000 bid and 180,000 and 177.5. Get 180 and 180 and 180 and 180,000. Get to get 180 and 100. Get to get 80. 180,000. Get to get 177.5. Now 180. Now 180,000. Get to get 80. 180. 180. 180. 177.5. Get to get 80. $180,000. 177.5. Get $180,000. What are we going to do? $180,000 is the next bid. Click the clicker. 1035. You are out. I have 10,002 that's in on this. Now 180. We'll talk through it for you. 182.5. 182.5. 10,002. But again, 182.5. 182.5. 100 going to get 5. 100 going to get 5. 182.5. I'm 180,000. Now 182.5. 182.5. 182.5. 100 going to get 5. 100 going to get 5. 182.5. 182.5. 100 going to get 5. 5 to bid. 182.5. 182.5. 182,500, 182,500, 182,500, 182,500. Get about to get 5. They're working with them on the phone. Give me 182,500, 182,500, 180,000, 182,500. Internet, what are we to do? On 182,500, 180, 182,500. Got a bid again. 182,500. I'm 180. Now 182,500. Thank you, internet bidder. Now 185,000 be the next bid. 185,000, 182,500, 185,000, 185,000. Then I get about to get 5 to bid. Get 185, 185,000, 185,000. Internet, what are we to do? On 185, 185. Kind of has a ring to it. Give me 185 on 185,000, 182,500, 185 on $185,000. 100, get about to get 85 to bid. Get 185, 182,500. 185, your turn. 185,000, 185,000, 185,000 on the home. 185,000. Then I get about to get 5. 185. Thank you. Now 187,500, 187,500. We're not done till you're all done. 187,500, 187,500, 187,500. Get about to get 5 to bid. 187,500, 187,500, 187,500. Try it again. Y'all done. 187,500, 187,500. 187,500, 187,500. Just in, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a new owner today as the bid for 187,500 comes in. The high bidder will be a new owner. 190, 187,500. Give me 190. Now 190,000. 190,000. Then I get about to get 999 a bid. 190,000. I'm 187,500. 190, 190, 110,35. You've been a good bidder. Give me 190,000 on the beautiful home. 190,000. 190,000. 190,000. Then I get about to get 90. 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 Get 190. $190,000. 190,000. Get 87,500. 190. 187,500. 190,000. 190,000. I get about to get 999. 190. 190. Y'all in. Y'all done. 187,500. 190,000. Yes or no? 1 minute warning. 187,500. 190. You have exactly 1 minute to place your bid. 190,000, 190,000, 190,000, 187,500. Get 190. Hit 190,000. I get about to get 90. Get about to get 90. 187,500. 190. Try it again. 187,500. Get a 190. Internet, don't give up on me. 190,000. 187,500. 190. 190. 190. 190. Now 30 seconds. 187,500. 190. 190,000. 190,000 on the beautiful home acreage here. 187,500. 190. 187,500. 190. 187,500. 190. Got 15 seconds. 187,500. 190. 187,500. Got to be 90. Got to be 90. Got to be 90. $190,000. Are you all through? 187,500. 190. Hammers high. 187,500. Got to be 90. Got to be 90. Get 190,000. 187,500. 190. 190. 190. 190. We got somebody on the phone. I'm giving them the opportunity. 109. Now 90. Now 190. Now 192,500. 192,500. 10,002. Give me 192,500. 192,500. Now 195. Now 100. Get about to get 95. And 100. Get about to get 95. 195,000. 195. Get to be 95. Get to be 95. Get to make it quick this time. Internet bidder went 95. 1 minute warning. 195,000 and 195 and 100. Get about to get 95. Internet 195. Try it again. And 100. Get about to get 95. 195. 195. 195,000. 195. Now 195. 30 seconds. 195,000. 195,000. Internet. What are we gonna do? 195, 195. I'm 192,500, bid 195, 195,000, 195, 195, 195, 195, $195,000. Do you want it? 195 going to 195. Hammers high. 195, 195,000, 195, 195, 195,000. I get about to get 5 going once. 195,000 going twice. 195 going 3 times. Sold the acreage. $192,500 going to bidder number 10,003. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the auctioneers, we do appreciate all your support and help today. I'm going to turn it back over to our desk. Tyler and the gentleman over there will talk to you at the end. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you very much, JJ, and all of our auctioneers that helped us out today. We had a very long day here today with 10 tracks, but we had a phenomenal sale here. So track 8 sold for $192,500. So I'm going to get with Craig here. And so after all 10 tracks is sold here today, what kind of numbers did we end up here with everything? What's the total sale here?
Sure, Tyler. Total sale is approximately $9.78 million.
Yeah, big money.
So good
Yep.
sale. You know, I've got a weighted average price per deeded acre of the farmland. You know, and that came out at $12,930.24. I'm sorry, per tillable acre.
Okay, yep.
Yep,
tillable
per
acre.
tillable acre.
13,000.
Yep. So almost 13,000. The deeded weighted average was $12,445.91 approximately, and that's just based off of the farmland.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Phenomenal
Great
numbers
sale.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great sale. Absolute great sale. 10 tracks there. Hey, we had a long day today. We worked hard for our sellers there today. Did it, and it obviously it paid out. You know, almost $10 million sale they got out of this thing here today. But we do want to thank all of our bidders that participated today. We'd like to especially thank our sellers for trusting us to auction off your property. We do have some auctions that are coming up here soon if you're interested. On September 23rd, we have the farm equipment from this sale here today in Renville County, Minnesota for Reiki Farms. And that's at 9 a.m. on September 23rd. Then on September 26th at 10 a.m., right here at AuctionCast, we have 212.59 acres in Dakota County, Minnesota. And the same day at 1 p.m., we have 107.89 acres in Freeborn County, Minnesota. So, folks, if you're thinking about buying or selling, keep LandProz at the top of your list. You can connect with our team at landproz.com or the number on your screen at any time. Thanks again for joining us here at LandProz AuctionCast, and have a great rest of your day.